Hi there, I'm Edwin Palmer.
And welcome to my Figures of Speech series.
In this 12th lesson,
I want us to learn everything we need to know about antimetabole,
so that by the end of the lesson you can name, describe, and write your own antimetabole. So, what is antimetabole?
In rhetoric, antimetabole is the repetition of words in successive clauses, but in transposed order. For example, I know what I like, and I like what I know. Or, you stood up for America, now America must stand up for you. Let's dig a little deeper into this.
The following nuances of antimetabole are helpful to know in order to understand it.
Number 1. The repeated phrases of antimetabole don't have to contain exactly the same words.
While symmetry is central to antimetabole because of the way it repeats the same phrase in reverse order, exact symmetry is not required for something to count as antimetabole.
In fact, in many cases the repeated phrases wouldn't make grammatical sense if they were simply an exact reversal of the original word order. For instance, in this line from Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, the adjective witty turns into the noun wit when repeated, and the noun fool turns into the adjective foolish, so that the sentence will make grammatical sense. Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. In this expression, the antimetabole is a perfectly reversed repetition, but the subjects of the two phrases are different, making the two clauses of the sentence slightly asymmetrical. The French work to live, whereas Americans live to work. Number 2. Phrases of antimetabole are usually, but not always, back-to-back.
Typically, antimetabole occurs in adjacent phrases or clauses, but since the heart of antimetabole is the inverted repetition of two phrases or clauses, the repetition can also be spaced farther apart, embedded in longer sentences, or even separate sentences.
Just look at these sentences said by Sarah Palin. In politics, there are some candidates who use change to promote their careers. And then there are those like John McCain who use their careers to promote change. What effect does antimetabole have?
For antimetabole to be effective, it doesn't only have to be grammatically correct, but should also be logical. Antimetaboles are popular and effective solely because they appeal to reason and are easy to remember. If the first half is relatable, then the reader or listener will automatically make sense of the second half.
For example, it's not about the years in your life, but about the life in your years.
So the effect of an antimetabole is to convey a logical message to the reader or listener.
Does antimetabole express correct or incorrect language?
As long as your antimetabole is grammatically correct, it expresses correct language. Antimetabole appears in a wide variety of contexts, from jokes and idioms to political speeches and literature.
We can use it to convey paradoxes and irony, to strengthen an argument, or to show in a novel way how two ideas relate to each other. Let's practice.
In a couple of seconds, I want you to pause the video so you can read the sentences I'm about to show you. I want you to tell me which of the following sentences contain antimetabole. Here are the answers.
We find antimetabole in sentence number 1, sentence number 2, and sentence number 6.
All this useful info came from these websites. I've left these links below this video. And we are moving on.
How do we write antimetabole?
Antimetabole is tricky to write, but let's give it a try. This is how I do it. First, I think of words I want to use.
Let's take my life and my stories.
Then I think of a sentence I can put them in, such as,
my life gives inspiration to my stories.
Then I reverse that sentence into,
My stories give inspiration to my life.
In the end, I get this.
My life gives inspiration to my stories. My stories give inspiration to my life.
So that's how I do it. Now, if you love writing and want to practice your writing skills, I want you to challenge yourself by writing your own antimetabole below this video. I can't wait to read it.
You can do it.
By now, I'm sure you're able to name, describe, and write your own antimetabole. If you want YouTube to notify you that I've uploaded a new lesson in the series, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to watch this series from the start, you can do that by clicking on that link as soon as it appears on the screen. Next Friday, I'll be back with a new video in my series on intellectual giftedness and things related to it. Till then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and bye for now!